All right, guys. Disappointing loss for the Utah Jazz. This is the Hoops Nerd post-game show. And on SLC Dunk. All right, this was a frustrating loss for the Jazz. And I see people, I mean, honestly, death taxes and Jazz Twitter imploding over anything. I mean, the Jazz fans on Twitter honestly will implode over wins at times. So I saw them lose tonight, and seeing the reaction on Twitter and the frustration, anger, yeah, I agree. But tonight, the Jazz just did not shoot the ball well. You got to give credit to the Pacers, who had a nice game. I am a big fan of Brogdon, and I was kind of hoping the Jazz would get him. They went a different route, and I'm happy with the route they went. But guess what? Tonight, Malcolm Brogdon for Indiana, who, by the way, all year has been an absolute stud for Indiana. Malcolm Brogdon tonight, 10 for 18 from the field, 55%, 2 for 5 from 3. He was a plus 14, 22 points. He also had 8 assists. That's really good. That's really, really good. And those types of things are those are the performances that win games, and you've got to give credit to the Pacers, who won the game tonight. They just had a really nice game from everybody. TJ Warren, 10 for 16. Domantas Sabonis, 9 for 15. He got away with a few elbows. Makes me annoyed when they don't call it and they allow people to, like right here, I'm showing you, he got to elbow him in the face and it wasn't called. But they had a really good game, and the Pacers won fair and square, and the Jazz just did not shoot the ball well. The Jazz, I think a telling stat. Where would the Jazz be without Bogdanovic this season? Holy cow. Thank you, Indiana. He has been just a lifesaver for Utah. Tonight, Bogdanovic, 8 for 13, 4 for 7 from 3. So, Bojan Bogdanovic shoots 4 for 7 from 3. The rest of the Jazz shoots 6 for 25. It's not going to work. And that's a big reason they lost this game. Another reason that they lost this game is just that first half was just atrocious. They really should have had a 10-point lead, 15-point lead if they'd hit shots. But part of the reason they weren't scoring is Donovan Mitchell just had a bad game. He just was not making the right reads, and he had those blinders on that once in a while he would get last season. And tonight he had him. And I know, like, Conley had another off night tonight, and I don't know what the deal is. I do feel as though Conley is trying to step into this facilitator role, and it's being hard for him. And because, look, tonight, everyone who wants to say anything about Mike Conley, say what you want. He took 8 shots. 8 shots. Donovan Mitchell took 23. That's not Conley's fault. Like, Donovan needs to facilitate through Conley a little more. Like, what I would love to see from Donovan Mitchell, and, bad game from Donovan Mitchell, 10 for 23, 2 for 7 from 3. So not a great shooting night, but not like horrific. Mitchell had 1 assist. 1 assist. He's got to facilitate because he's such a good facilitator. There really should never be a game that Donovan doesn't get 4 or 5 assists because he's a good passer. And you know what's going to make Mike Conley better is Donovan Mitchell passing him the ball and just setting him up for good shots, because that's how it's going to work. But when Donovan has 23 shots and Conley only has 8, I mean, that's tough. Look at the shot distribution. 23 for Mitchell, 13 for Bojan, and 8 for Conley. Donovan's got to pass the ball a little bit. He's got to facilitate. He's got to run pick and rolls with passing the ball as just as important as shooting it, And tonight he was just kind of gunning. And I stand up for Donovan all the time, but tonight that was part of the loss. He's got to facilitate more. And it's not that he can't, because we know he's really good at it. He's just got to stop getting this like frenetic, like, oh, I got to score. He's got to think to facilitate first. The scoring will come. It will be there. It will always be there for Donovan. And I think he has to just trust his teammates. And when you have players like Bogdanovic, Conley, Rudy Gobert getting lobs at the rim, Royce O'Neal tonight, who had just an off shooting night, 0 for 4 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3. And I think he was passing that ball looking to keep that percentage up. He's got to shoot that 3 when he's got it. It's okay to have bad shooting nights, Royce. Shoot the ball. Other than that, there's not other thing. By the way, Emmanuel Mudiay, 1 for 6 from the field. He was awful. Jeff Green, 2 for 6, 0 for 2. He had that horrible 2 bad missed fast breaks. Somehow these guys get these leashes. I don't know why Dante doesn't get a play. It's beyond me. Quinn must hate him. He must have some sort of blackmail on Quinn or something, or Quinn must just, I don't know, but he just doesn't play him, and I don't understand because Moutier has not been very good. He's had some okay shooting nights, but when you watch him play, he needs to facilitate. He's no Donovan Mitchell. He can't be doing that and expect the Jazz to be able to win. He's got to facilitate and not just be a black hole. So when Moutier goes 1 for 6, that means everything else struggles. But another little glimmer of hope. Joe Ingles, 5 for 9 from the field, only 2 for 6 from 3, but 5 for 9 from the field. You take that. And 2 assists. Like Joe Ingles just falls into assists because of his basketball ability. Joe Ingles has looked really good. The Jazz will figure it out, guys. They just need to hit shots, and Donovan needs to pass the ball. Talk to you later, guys. Like and subscribe.